Morning, everybody, and welcome to the CTV Update for Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. Another beautiful Wednesday. Hopefully it stays this way, and the weatherman's calling for a little bit of possible rain this afternoon. Certainly out Monday, we were supposed to play a match with Brian Dawson and Jeff Stanley. We get there at 3:15. It starts to rain, and we're now discussing what to do, and then all of a sudden we see this big, on the radar, this big red blob, and we decided maybe we better kind of cancel it. 2 minutes later, we get a tornado warning.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my God. So we didn't get the tornado, thankfully, but a good decision not to play. Anyway, so let's hope for good weather this next week. Tyler? Our men's intersectionals team went down to hunt. They tried their hardest. They came up a bit short. Why don't we talk about what happened?
John, it was a great day. So myself, Cameron, a few others were down there as well, spectating. The coach or team captain, which was Phil Byrne, was down there as well. So this past Sunday, we were at the Ottawa Hunt Club. The course was in amazing shape. Lots and lots of golf being played there. Our team, I thought, did very well considering the challenges, of playing a course at their home club. The field was so deep, but at the end of the day, the Hunt Club came out on top. They played very, very well. Our team, I was very, very impressed with how our team did. Maybe a few didn't get off to the best start, but they held in there right till the end. We were watching scores. We were hoping, that for that kind of that mid-match miracle. A few of our players got it, but at the end of the day, unfortunately, we did fall a little bit short. So next year, we're going to be going back down to the B division, which I think is going to be amazing. We have a great couple of clubs we're going to be playing against. Rivermead, Oakland, and Pembroke are all in the B division. So I think we're going to do well next year as well. But I'll pass it over to Cameron. He was there as well to give his thoughts. But it was a great event.
Yeah, no, it was halfway through. We thought, it'd be close. I think we can definitely sneak into second or third. With Rideau View, there was a maybe halfway through. There was some excitement. Unfortunately, didn't quite finish it off, but we've got a good track record in B. Let's go down there next year. We'll see who's hosting and give it a shot. We've won that before, and I think we can do it again next year.
So I was talking to Josh yesterday, and I said, Josh, the greens were fast and everything. I said, what did you learn? He said, there are a lot of good players in the city.
And that's a good point. I mean, it's important to note, there were a few players on our team in the low 70s. So that is a great score on that golf course, and that's how good the competition is.
Speaking with Dale Riddell about his son, Elliot, and he said Elliot just had a hard time. He was there on every green. He just had a hard time with the putting because they're, our greens, it's fairly easy for ball placement. They all slope pretty well from back to front. You know where to put the ball. But at Hunt, they're a little different. And, if you can place the ball in a certain advantageous position and you're not putting downhill all the time, or you're not facing these slopes that the Hunt players know not to face, it's a little different. And they're all that good that they can place the ball. So it's something, in these intersectionals, as I said before, 99% of the time, it comes down to putting and chipping on those things because they're all that good at that level. Anyway, good luck for the boys next year, and thank you for representing. It's tough. It's, first of all, the time commitment and all the time you did put in, and I know how nerve-wracking it is when I was on the intersectional team, how nerve-wracking it was for me. I hardly got any sleep the day before. I was worried about it. It takes a toll. We're not used to competing at that level. So thank you guys for representing, and we certainly are very proud of you all. Now, we have another intersectional, and this one is here. And our ladies are facing Hylands, Rideau View, and Eagle Creek. Give us a preview of what to expect.
So we're really excited. This Sunday, we are hosting the Women's Intersectional B Division. Our women have been gearing up for this for the last couple of months, and it's all coming to fruition this Sunday. So we really, we anticipate a great day. The weather forecast is looking amazing. Members, if they want to come out and spectate, they're more than welcome to. So in the women's, it's a little smaller field. There's 8 golfers, 8 players, 7 plus 1 alternate. Tee times are going to start at 11 a.m. And we actually have a few officials from the OVGA who are going to be officiating the matches out there as well, which is really, really cool. We have a very good squad this year. I'm really, really excited. Really excited to see how we do. Home course advantage always plays into this. But we have Erica, Emma, Jan, Amanda, Amy, Carly, Samvi, and Tracy. These are the women on the team. I think they're going to go out there and kick butt this weekend.
Well, I hope so. I mean, you got 2 club champions on the team, and so we should do well. It is a big advantage playing at your home course. You know the greens. Again, it comes down to where to put the ball, and on some of the holes. And I'll tell you, 15, 16, and 17. If you've never played Carleton, or you rarely play Carleton, they're intimidating. They're like our amen corner. I mean, we play it all the time, so it's not as scary to us, but you got 2 dog legs, rough dog legs for a lot of people. And I'm not sure from the yellow tees, I know 16 is going to be different, 15 is a little different, and 17 you're moving up a little bit. But I know from the white tees, they're tough holes. I always felt, if our team gets to those holes and we're even, we're going to win the match. We just know how to play those holes. And a lot of people that come here have a hard time with those 3. So good luck to you all. And come out and support them. They certainly would appreciate your support. On Saturday, we had a parent junior. I love those things. When I was a junior coordinator, parent junior tournament. Tell us how we did.
Thanks, John. This past Saturday, you know what? It was a great day. So we had our annual parent-child event. It was a great field. I think we ended up with about 7 foursomes, so about 28 golfers, which is actually one of our bigger fields in most recent years. So I want to do a little shout-out to our junior coordinator, Joe Lacoste, for helping organize this. He did a great job. We had a lot of groups going, a lot of families going. It was so much fun. The parents and their children were matching in their outfits, and the excitement was out there. There was a little bit of banter going on amongst a few of the groups. We had our defending champions, which were the Reeds, Eric and David Reed, coming out wanting to retain their title. But in the end, this year's champion was Samvi and her dad, Sonny. They ended up, I think, shooting a net 63, which is an amazing score. The format was a scramble, by the way, so it's certainly a high possibility of scoring some really good scores, and they just had a blast. Thank you for the food and beverage team afterwards. They had some nice refreshments and food, and everything was just great. So it was a lot of fun. And Nolan as well for stepping up and helping with the event as well.
So we had a busy day Saturday. We had the parent junior, and then right after that, we had a members appreciation party, and I hear it went really well.
It was a blast, absolutely. I think we've started a new tradition here at the club, and for sure we're going to add this to the calendar next year. We'll get it on, even in the winter, so we can start planning for it. So really, a huge thank you to Leanne and Chef Nicole. They really put a lot of time and creativity into this event. We had about 95 in attendance. We had food stations. We rented some neat equipment. We had a pizza oven, some wood fire pizza, some sliders, popcorn machine, cotton candy. So a little bit of the carnival feel. Live music with the Seaborn Sisters were playing up on the deck. And even a thank you to Nick, our handyman, built a little stage. So now we have the ability to bring live music up at a better level so that you can see the artists from the patio. And a big thank you to our sales and marketing committee that worked with management for this initiative and supporting it, as well as our board of directors. It was a lot of fun. Good initiative to thank our member owners, and we'll definitely do it again next year.
Well, that's wonderful. Unfortunately, not unfortunately for me, I couldn't make it because I was taking my grandchildren. My wife and I took our grandchildren to see Cirque du Soleil, and which was fun, Now, so that was a great initiative by the club, and I'm so glad that people enjoyed it. Pro shop specials. I don't see anything here. Tyler, do you see anything here? Do you see anything here? I see his phone. I don't think that's going on special. Tyler, what are you doing here? Come on.
John, come on. Give me 1 week off. No, I know you won't, and I knew you weren't going to. So we got a couple things going on. So we are going to have, and I didn't want to kind of, there's a bit of a teaser. Let's call it that. A little bit of a teaser. So with a few of the events going on this coming weekend and into next week, we're really going to focus a lot of attention on our women's apparel. So with the Women's Intersectional coming up this week, as well as another event coming up on Monday, which is a pro lady we'll talk about in a minute, we're going to be really focused on getting a lot of the women's apparel out there. So there's going to be some new sales in the golf shop. We refreshed our clearance table, our clearance rack as well. So there's more selection for the women to pick from that. But something that I'm actually really excited about is a new promotion from our friends at Callaway. Just dropped this yesterday, so I haven't even had a chance to print it out yet. Callaway is now offering a 100% or double your trade-in value. So last couple of months, they were doing a 50% bonus. Now they're doing a 100% bonus on any trade-ins towards new products. So Callaway's getting really aggressive. The lineup of their equipment is phenomenal. They just launched a new Apex series of irons as well. So they got the Elite, they got the Apex, they got the new Odysseys, the square to square. Everything now is double your trade-in when you're going towards a new Callaway product. So that's really exciting. That's going to be going on for about a month.
That's great. 100%.
Yeah, double your trade-in value.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I've already got 2 drivers in the last 2 years. I can't go again. I can't go with a third one. But my buddy Dave Gervin is looking for a driver. Remember, he's on my team here, so. Okay, we have a small update on our capital projects. It was mentioned at the town hall meeting that there were going to be 4 things we're going to be working on: improvements on drainage on 7 and 9, bunker work on 5, 6, 9, and 10. Forward tees to be built on 6 and 10, and priorities are for tree work and cart paths and things. Perhaps you can comment on where we are with those projects.
Yeah, definitely. It's certainly right around the corner. Joel, Tyler, and myself were thrilled to have Don Robb back. He did some of the shaping work for us, a few years ago in the past, and he's done work at top private clubs in Canada. So, it looks like a bit of a one-man show at times, but he's so skilled, and he'll do a great job again. So great that Don's coming back. Overall, some of these bunkers are, they're shifting a little bit as per the master plan. That'll create a little bit more interest going into the greens on 5, 9, 6, and 10. When Don gets here, Joel's going to have a meeting and determine exactly where he's going to start. There will be some temporary greens for short periods of time as the construction is done, and we'll have some email updates, of course, to the membership and signage once we have a date. Should be right around the corner. He's on his way.
Okay, so let me get this straight. When I go in the bunker on 6 and 10 while they're working on it, can I now take the ball out of the bunker and hit it from there? They're going to be out of bounds. They're going to be out of. Hey,
I think it's auto birdie if you're wearing a white shirt. Right?
That's great news. That's great. And the drainage on number 9 has been phenomenal. That used to be, even after a little bit of rain, we'd get soggy conditions on the right side of 9, and now it's as dry as a bone. So that they did a wonderful job with that. And I don't care about the stones showing. I hope they stay there. They're obviously working very, very well. Kitchen specials this week. Oh, I looked at that first special and I'm going, yep, that's what I'm getting Friday. Why don't we talk about that?
Fantastic week, so thanks to Chef and Leanne. Philly steak sandwich, men's night, Friday night. I think that's gonna fly. Pair that with any beer. Leanne's got some suggestions for wine and beer pairings that's been added in. Tomahawk pork chop. This is delicious. I had a mini sample of that yesterday. Pair that with our wine from Sicily. And salmon coconut curry. It's mild on the spice, but it's delicious. It's fantastic. And you can pair that with our Sauvignon Blanc.
We allowed to talk when our new menu is coming out? I understand we're.
Yeah, it's around the corner as well. We communicated that, and then very close to the preview of this video, it'll be coming out.
Oh, that's good news. Okay. Well, they listened to us on the survey that we did, and so we are getting a new menu as well. Okay. This time of year, and it seems to be more this year than most other years, we're getting this hot weather, and then it kind of cools a little bit later on in the day, or something happens, a cell pops up, we got lightning. You're on the course, you hear the horn. And it's always, well, how long do we have to wait? How long do we have to, where can we find out how long we have to wait? Well, Tyler, my good friend Tyler, has solved your problem. Tyler, we hear the horn. Where can we find out how long that we're going to be out for?
Well, normally when the horn goes, that's when the excitement in the golf shop happens, because we probably get everyone plus their grandmother calling us to see when that horn is going to go all clear. What we've been able to do, so after the few more recent lightning storms we've had, it was suggested, is there any way of communicating to the members how long that countdown is going to be? And the answer usually has been, unfortunately, no, we don't have that on our website. We don't have access to the countdown. So a few days ago, I reached out to our siren people. They're located down in the States, and they were very helpful. So they actually gave me some special coding that I was able to put into the website. So if you log into the member website, member homepage, if you scroll down the left side, you're going to now see a lightning countdown ticker. And that will tell you when that horn is going off, or it'll tell you if it's been reset, because every lightning blast resets the counter back to 15 minutes. We're on a 15-minute timer. If there's no lightning within 15 minutes, then the all clear will go. So you can find that on your phone, on the member website. It's going to be a life changer, being able to see that in real time.
Yeah, because we were stuck the other day, and it was sunny. The whole time we had the horn, it was sunny, but you could see the storm north of us. It's close enough for it to be a problem. Believe me, just because it's sunny doesn't mean you're not going to get hit. It can hit. And so, but we never knew, how long it was going to be. And now, just log on to the website. It's at the bottom left-hand corner. I saw it there today. And great initiative on your part. Next week or the week after? Week after?
Next week, yeah.
Next week, the Open. Mm-hmm. Next week's the Open. Is that correct?
Yes.
So on the 14th of July, which is Monday, you can expect an email from the club saying the pool is open. Now, we'll probably talk about who our choices are going to be on Wednesday of next week, but I just wanted to alert you, it's coming.
It's coming, and you know what? It's the last major of the year already. I mean, I can't believe it. It's only July, and we've already gone through 4 majors. This will be the British Open Pool, or the Open Pool. Will be coming out next week. We're really excited. We always wait, so just a little general info, we always wait till Monday, because the field's usually finalized by Monday, so we don't do it the week before. So now all the players will be current and all that. So that goes out. We always send a reminder on Wednesday, and then it closes Thursday morning at 7 a.m. Well, actually, it might change now because it's British time, so it will probably close Wednesday night. But yeah, we're pretty excited to see. The pools this year have been great. They've been so well attended. The entries into them have been great. The payouts have been great too, so they're going really well.
We're speaking to my friend and former member, Jeff Greenberg, this morning, who has played Royal Port Rush. And he was telling me there's one par 3 on the back. They could be playing almost 240 yards. And he said, if the wind goes crazy there, it's very possible we're not going to see any under par scores, because it can get pretty wild there. But if it's calm and it's wet, then
they'll eat it up.
Yeah. So,
I haven't checked the weather yet. That's always a story at the Open.
It's always a story down there for sure. We had some issues with on-course etiquette. Maybe you can and help us out here.
Yeah, no, I think Tyler and I can tag team this one. On the clubhouse side, we've had a few unfortunate parking infractions, so it's very important. A friendly reminder to everyone: we cannot park in the hash marks. We're doing our best. We're identifying vehicles, sending reminders. It's a safety, it's a danger for our members exiting the parking lot. They can't see the cars traveling, east and west on Marina, so do not park on those hash marks.
Or the bikes. Just saying.
And a little bit on the golf course wise, just a lot of general things. So again, dress code is always very, very important. Please, hats are meant to be worn forward. Shirts for men are meant to be tucked in. We shouldn't have to be reminding people all the way through the middle of the season, but it is still happening. So please make sure you're adhering to the dress code, as well as just a little bit of on-course group volume in terms of, some people's voices can get a little excited and loud. Just be respectful of other groups around you. So, if you do drain that 30-foot putt and you have a little bit of a cheer, that's great. We just don't need to have, the people 4 holes over hearing that, right? So just be a little bit respectful with the volume that you're carrying on the golf course. Just a lot of general things. Also, a little shout out again, divots are starting to pile up on the fairways as well. So please use the sand mix, fill your divots, replace your divots if you need to, fill them in the rough, fill them as much as you can, or replace them as much as you can. So let's really make sure we do our part. You're going to notice on the first tee and at the driving range some reminder signs. We're doing a little campaign right now to really educate our members and educate our visiting guests on what the standards are at Carleton. So thank you.
All right. So you mentioned on the 14th the pro ladies are here. So why don't you talk about that a bit?
This is a fun event. We've been gearing up all season for this. I have some pretty exciting news. This is the biggest turnout in a pro lady event in my time in Ottawa. So probably at least 7-8 years. We're hosting the pro lady. If you didn't know that, next Monday it's a 1:00 shotgun for the pro lady event. We're doing a member shotgun at 8 a.m. not 8:30, 8 a.m. member shotgun. We're hosting the pro lady, and guess what? We're submitting 4 teams.
Wow.
4 golf pros at the club. Every golf pro has a team being played at the pro lady this year, amongst tons of other Ottawa Valley golf professionals as well. So we're pretty excited. It's a full field and a great dinner afterwards. So we'll give you a recap next week on how it went.
And if you want a really good deal in the golf shop, stop by Monday at about 3 o'clock when all the golf professionals are on the golf course.
Yeah, that'll work. I don't know. Those ladies in the golf shop, they're pretty tough. I don't know about that. We're going to have a calendar of events, but I want Tyler to comment on a few of these events. There are 2 member guests. The women's member guest on the 18th, and as you're seeing, the men's member guest on the 25th. I gather we're all full for those.
Happy to say both member guests are sold out. They've been sold out for a couple of weeks now. Really happy to say that. So in the men's member guests, we have a 120 player field with about 4 groups on the wait list. And the women's member guests, I think we have 112 with a couple on the wait list as well. So we are at capacity for both events. Isn't that great? A few years ago, we weren't filling these events. We are now. It's amazing. So thank you to all the participants and to all the sponsors. The sponsors have stepped up and contributed a lot, and that's what really helps these events really shine and that we can showcase.
Yeah. In the old days, the member guests were to attract people to the course and maybe join your course. And I think last year we had a few. So from different various events that we've had, not just the member guests, other events as well. So it does help showcase our course a little bit. Plus, everybody has a good time. We have on the 26th, let me just see, so the 19th and the 20th, the Men's Senior Championship. So registration is open for that?
Yeah, we're encouraging all our senior men who are interested in participating in the upcoming Senior Club Championships on the 19th and 20th. It's 2 rounds of golf. Always a great showing. So yeah, we have that going on coming up. Registration is open, so sign up now. Registration will stay open until I believe the 15th or 16th of July.
Yeah. We'll talk more about this next item later on 26th, 27th, the senior men's and women's intersectional qualifiers. But they are coming up, so I don't know when registration opens up for them, but they are coming. And I noticed August 5th, the Titleist Fitting Day. You got a Titleist Fitting Day. And I still have on my calendar here, July 21st, the Black Tea Challenge. You guys still up for that?
We're ready.
We're ready. We're ready. That's good. That's,
Might need to negotiate that number 53 a little bit, John, but we're ready to go.
53 is reasonable. I took a look at some of those destinies. You guys, you could drive half those greens for crying out loud. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Before we go, I just wanted to say, we got an email this morning, or a message this morning, on Fergus leaving our golf pro. Certainly for me and for what he does for me in men's league and all the other different things, I'm going to miss him greatly. He's been terrific here, and I certainly want to wish him well. I know we had some fun this winter. He gave me a call. I said, John, I'm having trouble doing the winter golf league. Can you help me out with this? And we worked on it for a while, and we got it work, all the stats and everything working together. So it was fun working with him on that. But I noticed when I did the series with the video series with him, he's such a good pro. The Marshes have really got a good one in him. And gentlemen, I'd like you to both comment on that.
Thanks, John. Yeah, always bittersweet when you lose a great professional. It's Fergus was excellent to work with and have around the club for the last year and a half. So we do wish him well. This was a little bit of a family-based decision. Marsh is a little bit closer to home, and with a few things going on, future things that are going on with him and his family, this was an excellent move for him. He's very excited, but again, bittersweet. It's tough. He certainly expressed his how much he's enjoyed working here, getting to know all the members, working with us, working with you, and so he will be missed. But we're wishing him all the best for his future endeavors.
Yeah, no, good luck, Fergus. We'll definitely miss you here, and we're glad he's still in the Ottawa Valley, so he won't be too far away. We'll see him at events down the road, and certainly made a good mark in just over a year here at the club.
Yeah. Anyway, gentlemen, I think that's about it for today. There's a lot on the agenda, so everybody, until next week, play well.